Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. They are your bet predict. In today's video, I'm going to put you guys through the process of how you can predict handicap basketball betting strategy. Actually, first I would like to explain how handicap works. Now, the one thing about handicap is just that it gives you an opportunity like against probably big team. It depends on how you are going to use it. You can use it on teams that are underdog. When the team are given high odds and you feel like probably if the favorite team are to beat the underdog team, the gap or the points, the spread points between the two are not going to be much. So in today's video, let us discuss about basketball handicap betting strategy. So I'm going to show you guys the process and how you can predict this effectively. So the first thing is that I'm going to make use of a game under any league here, and probably I'm going to go for games that have like the both home and away have a certain, at least, big odds to an extent. So as you guys are seeing, so this is the handicap market. It is very long as you are seeing on the screen, but actually on some leagues, because these bookmakers too, they know what they are doing and they won't offer elaborate markets like this under handicap most times. So the plus that you guys are seeing here, it means that if you can see plus 14, which is 1.25, it means that you are giving the home team additional 14 points and the away team must not beat the home team exceeding these total points. At least, let us say at most they are beating them maybe probably with a difference of point spread of maybe 12 and 13. But if the point spread exceeded 14, that means you've lost your game. So that's how it works. And let's say you are giving the away team a point spread. Let us see if they give them plus. Okay, now let's assume that the highest point spread that you can attach, that you can attribute to the away team, at least uh to be on the safer side. Probably maybe you want to support the away team as to win the game, because the odds they gave the away team to win the game was 1.55. Now if you are to say that okay, you want to make the game safer and you want to be on a safer side, more safer side, and you say that okay, at most the point difference that the home team is going to use to beat the away team will not be more than 9.5, will not be up to 9.5 rather, because when they beat them with a 9 point difference, definitely you've lost your game. So at least, at most, if they are going to beat the away team, the point must not exceed maybe like 8 or 7, then you are safe. Now, what are the process of predicting basketball handicap? Now, let us move on. Please make sure that you watch these particular steps and focus on the details very well, very, very well. Now, let us go to the start and let's see the form of both team. They gave the away team a very large amount of odd number, and for the home team a large amount of odd number, and for the away team they gave them a certain amount of like a little amount of odd. Actually, 1.5 is not that little, but at least the away team is on favorite side. Now, the first thing you need to check is their form. Okay, let's assume that we were planning to support the home team, but unfortunately I can't stake my handicap on the home team, because first, the home team is not really in form, and checking their last 5 games, the point spread that they used to beat them was too high. In a particular game, the difference, the point spread between the point spread they lost was minus 21. Another one, the point spread they lost was minus 32. So this is very, very hard for me to go for them as an handicap. So going for the away team, they have always been having a very large amount of point spread, because checking on this, in one of their game they had plus 21, another one plus 22. Definitely they've been playing with this same particular team for a while now, and they have been beating them for the last 30 games ago. For the last 30 games, and they've been beating them. So now let us check their previous meeting and let's see the point spread. Let us skip the last 30 games that they played, because we already know the point spread they had here. But the remaining last 2 games that you guys are seeing here, you can see that in this particular match they lost again with a difference of they lost again with a difference of I think this should be. So the point spread they used to be the home team in this particular match was 7 points. And checking the last game here, which is 107 and 83, still they beat them. Actually, on the normal norms, I would rather prefer to predict the away team as to win the game directly. But we are talking about handicap here, and the highest the home team can beat them is probably maybe the point spread of 7. Now let us check our markets if the bookmakers are providing the handicap point spread of 7. So we have the point spread of 7, which is actually a method of. So currently we are having +7 for the away team, and which means the home team must not be them exceeding that 7 points or up to that 7 points. But if you want to play more safe, we have another option which is +9.5, but the odd is kind of 1.15 odd. So that's how it works. So let us check another games. Probably we are going to get something out of it. Okay, let's say we are going for this particular match. They gave the home team 1.37 odd and the away team 3.45 odd. Now let's see their start and let's conclude on what we are going to do. So looking at the game, you can see that the home team is really in form and the away team also. I think they had just 2 winning in their last 5 games. Okay, and checking the point spread of the home team, actually there's nothing more special in it because their point spread is not that very large, and checking the away team also, the point spread they've ever conceded does not always exceed 11.5 in their last 5 games. Now, the final conclusion will be made on their head to head. Actually, we've seen that these two teams, if at all, they are going to have like point spread that they will use to beat each other. I don't think it should be exceeding maybe like 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20 because most of their point spread with other teams has always been around -11, +11, +15. But where we are going to draw the conclusion on this particular game and which team to go for is their last 5 games. So this is the last 5 games, and I think yeah, LA Lakers was able to beat the home team with a difference of 11 points, as you guys can see on the screen. And checking on this too, the home team was able to beat, that is the Denver Nuggets. The current home team was able to beat the away team, which is LA Lakers, with a point spread of 7. If we subtract 105 from 112, is 7. Checking these two, I think Denver Nuggets was able to beat LA Lakers with point spread of 2. Checking this particular game, Denver Nuggets was able to beat LA Lakers with point spread of 11. And checking this, Denver Nuggets was able to beat LA Lakers with point spread of 10. If you notice very well, most of their point spread and the point difference that they've been using to beat each other does not always exceed 15, 14, 15. Now, if assuming I want to be supporting the home team, which happens to be the favorite team of the bookmakers, I would rather go for the point spread, the handicap of maybe like +15, +10, +11. But if I'm going to be going to for the away team, surely I'll be going for the plus point spread of 20 or 15 or 16, something like that and above. Because surely in this particular game also, checking the last 5 games, even though the away team has not fully been informed, their point spread that they've always been conceding does not exceed 11. So now let's check the market. I'm going for the away team and I'm going to be supporting the underdog in this particular market because their point spread is kind of on the favorite side. Okay, fortunately for us, we are able to have point spread of +20 for the away team. Actually, I'm going for this because checking their last 5 games, please make sure you are noting this. In the previous prediction that we made, we can see that the point spread for the team that we supported, which happens to be the favorite team, it was very large. And if you know how they've been beating their opponent, it deals with a great number of points. And judging by this particular stats, we can see that this particular game can be very tough, even though the bookmakers are highly supporting the favorite team, but the underdog too can have a high edge from this because their point spread, everything is about point spread. Everything is all about point spread. So please guys, take note of that. Point spread is very important when it comes to handicap. Point spread is very important when it comes to handicap predictions. And now in this particular game, you can see that we made two different analysis and two different predictions. The first one, we can see that the point spread for the team that we supported is very large. We are having like plus 45, and they've played like 3 games together, and in their last 5 games they've been beating they are the same opponents with a great number of difference. Now, judging by this particular game, they are both beating each other, but the point spread that they are using to beat each other is not that very large. So that's the purpose and the why we are going for plus 20. But if you want to go for big odds under this, you can still go for plus 17. But I would rather like to play safe, and that is the advice I'm going to give you guys. So, guys, please, if you have any question concerning this particular strategy, please drop it in the comment section. And if you have any strategy that you want us to explain to you, like maybe probably you have interest in, actually no strategy has 100% accuracy, but if you want any video on some of these markets, I'm going to give you an explanation on how to make use of them and what they mean. So please guys, please kindly make sure that you are taking responsibly, you are betting responsibly, because no strategy is always 100%, and currently things are fluctuating. Sports betting is dynamic, and our sports is always changing. Players' performance change, you know, weather, circumstances, situations can affect the outcome of games. So make sure that you bet and you bet carefully. So thanks for watching. See you guys in our next video. If you have any if you have any market or strategy you want us to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Thanks for watching.